The story is told of a man who came to the Lubavitcher Rebbe and asked him, is it true that if straight after Shabbat you fold your talit, it's a segula, it's an omen for shalom bayit, for marital harmony, peace in the home? The Rebbe says, I never heard of such a segula, but I can tell you that if you fold your sleeves and you wash the dishes, that will definitely bring you shalom bayit in your house. Indeed, in this week's Parashat Tzav, which is also Shabbat.Regards, the great Shabbat before Pesach, we read about the service of the Kohen in the temple. He would come in the morning, dressed in beautiful garb, white clothes, and he had a little spatula that he would pick up the coals that were left over from the burning fire on the altar throughout the night, and he would remove them from the altar. It was considered a very honorable and dignified service in the tabernacle, in the temple. But then the Torah adds that every few days, once in a while, there was a big pile of coals that would accumulate. And the Kohen would have to take that out outside the camp. But the Torah stipulates there's a caveat. He had to change his clothes and wear different clothes to take the big pile of coals, that the clothes that he serves in the temple shouldn't get dirty. And Rashi says, indeed, it makes sense. Think of a guy in the kitchen and he's got stains and oil. He's not going to use the same clothes to come out and serve an important person in the front of house. There's clothes for back of house and clothes for front of house. But the question is, okay, makes sense. You can't have the same clothes for the honored service on the altar in the temple and the other service, which is taking out a big pile of dirt throughout the city. But why did it have to be the same Kohen? They could have two people. Like in the kitchen, by the way, they have a chef who has dirty clothes. They have the waiter who has the nice clothes when he serves the people. They could have two Kohanim doing two separate jobs. Why did it have to be the same one and he has to change his clothes? So our rabbis tell us that the reason is because the Torah wants to teach us that there's no such thing as a one job which is a dirty job for one person and the other job which is an honorable job for another person. The same person that's serving in the temple on the altar is the same person that can go and get his hands dirty, has to roll his sleeves, change his clothes, and do the other job. Because there's no such thing as I'm too important to do a particular job. Every person can do it. And therefore it's very important for us, because there's some people that they say, I'm too honored to wash the dishes, to cook, to fold my sleeves and clean the house, or whatever it may be. When it comes to helping and taking care of others and your own family, there's no such thing as to be too honored. And you know, it's so important now before Pesach. There's so much to do. Make the chrein, make the charaises, clean the house, wash the dishes. Every person can participate in preparing for the Chag. And I want to conclude and share with you that this week, I was in Hungary. I was in Kerstia by the kever, the tomb of a great tzaddik, Rabbi Moshe. Apparently 100,000 people come a year to visit this special place. And why? What made him so famous? It wasn't the books that he wrote. It wasn't the divrei Torah, the words of wisdom that he taught. He became famous because he helped people. Many poor people would come to his house and he would serve them himself. He would cook himself. He would roll his sleeves, get his hands dirty to provide food for other people. He was a big tzaddik and a special man. But he said, I want to do it myself, not others. And he considered it an honor. And therefore we should learn from these people, from the Parashat, the Kohen. Every person should get involved. Sometimes we need to pick our sleeves up and clean and help and do things that you'd say, you know, normally I wouldn't. It's suitable for everyone to do. And then we'll merit bonne, chayil, mezoine, children, health, and good parnasa, and in abundance. Wishing you Shabbat Shalom and Pesach Kasher V'Sameach.